Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to Secrets of the Ancients, where we uncover the hidden mysteries of lost civilizations and dive deep into the secrets that shaped our world. I'm your archaeological guide, ready to take you on another mind-bending journey through the Hurostansu. Gustanzen ko are yours of that tito den matzel ame. Today's discovery will absolutely blow your mind. We're about to reveal three incredible archaeological mysteries that have remained hidden beneath desert sands for thousands of years. From a mysterious pyramid buried in the Judean wilderness to ancient alien metals crafted before humanity even knew how to work with iron, and finally, to the legendary flying palaces of ancient India that challenge everything we know about ancient technology. Before we unveil these incredible secrets, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the ancient mysteries we're about to reveal. Picture this scene with me. Scientists are conducting routine excavations in the Judean desert, 800 meters above the Dead Sea at the fortress site of Zoar. They're searching for ancient manuscripts, hoping to protect this sacred ground from looters and illegal excavations. But what they discovered was something nobody expected. A structure that would rewrite our understanding of this entire region. Emerging from beneath the golden sands was a pyramid-shaped structure, built from hand-carved stones, each weighing several hundred kilograms. At first, the experts thought they had stumbled upon an ancient tomb, but here's where the mystery deepens. They quickly realized this was something far more extraordinary. Pay attention to this incredible detail. Someone had already dug into the top of the structure, probably ancient looters who suspected treasures lay buried within. But here's the amazing part. The majority of the pyramid remained hidden beneath the sand, protecting its most precious secrets for nearly 2,000 years. During the first week of excavation, volunteers uncovered fragments of papyrus scrolls, bronze vessels, and even ancient furniture, all remarkably well preserved. The desert climate had become a precious ally in preserving these artifacts over millennia. The extremely dry air prevented mold formation, protecting organic materials like wood and fibers from cracking and deformation. Now here's where things get really intriguing. Initial hypotheses suggested the pyramid was built during the First Temple period. However, and this is what will amaze you, recent discoveries revealed it's actually more recent, dating to the Hellenistic era, approximately 2,200 years ago. Researchers estimate it was constructed shortly after the death of Alexander the Great, the famous king of Macedonia. After his death, his generals divided the ancient Seleucid Empire. Ptolemy took control of Egypt and neighboring territories, including the Dead Sea region, while the Seleucids seized the north, corresponding to parts of today's Middle East. But here's the puzzling question that baffles archaeologists. Was this pyramid built under Ptolemaic or Seleucid authority? Coins from both kingdoms have been discovered at the site. However, most specialists lean toward construction during the Ptolemaic period. Evidence suggests that despite its remarkable solidity, the structure collapsed at some point. But, and this is crucial, this wasn't why the ancient Egyptians abandoned it. So what was its true function? Some advance the hypothesis of a tomb due to its privileged location atop a hill. Others suppose it could have served as a commemorative monument. However, one of the most convincing theories suggests the pyramid was used as a watchtower, protecting an important trade route used to transport salt and bitumen from the Dead Sea to coastal ports. Researchers also estimate it could have served as a tax collection point for officials of the Laggid Kingdom, comparable to our modern toll booths or current port inspection agencies. Although the content of the papyrus scrolls remains unknown, it seems highly probable they were written in Greek alphabet. Some experts even suggest they could be tax documents, which would perfectly correspond to the hypothesis that the pyramid served as an outpost. Now, fellow explorers, prepare yourselves for something that will challenge everything you thought you knew about ancient metalworking. What if I told you that aliens we all imagine as little green men could actually be hiding in plain sight, in artifacts crafted by ancient Iberians? Here's the mind-blowing truth. Parts of the most important artifacts of the Iberian civilization, called the Treasure of Villena, are made from metal that simply cannot be found on Earth, because it's metal from a meteorite. Let's break this down step by step. The Treasure of Villena consists of 59 different objects, bowls, bottles, and bracelets. The total discovery weighs approximately 9 kilograms, of which 8 kilograms are 23.5 karat gold. If you're not a metal specialist, let me clarify this immediately. For comparison, 23 karat gold is composed of 95.8% pure gold, so 23.5 karat gold is even purer. The remaining percentage consists of other metals that help add strength and durability to the precious alloy. But here's where our mystery begins. Among all this gleaming treasure were two impostors, a forged iron bracelet and a hollow hemisphere. See those rusty lines on the hemisphere and the strange color of the bracelet. They really stand out since everything else is made of the purest gold. It all started in 1963 when a researcher noticed a dark leaden metal among the shiny bowls and bottles. The metal was shiny in some places and covered with a ferrous-looking oxide that was mostly cracked. To help you understand, gold generally doesn't behave this way. Gold is one of the least reactive metals. It doesn't even tarnish, much less rust. To determine where this suspicious iron came from, researchers used mass spectrometry, which examines the mass-to-charge ratio of molecules. Their discoveries showed that the nickel in the iron is similar to that found in meteoritic iron. In simple terms, ancient seekers, the bracelet and hemisphere are of extraterrestrial origin. Let that sink in for a moment. We're talking about alien metal, crafted by human hands over 3,000 years ago. Now here's what makes this discovery absolutely incredible. The exact age of this treasure is difficult to determine, but it's crucial. We must know the exact age to see if it coincides with the beginning of the Iron Age in the Iberian Peninsula. The latest study claims these artifacts were created between 1400 and 1200 before Christ, and something doesn't quite add up, ancient detectives. First, the Iron Age began approximately 500 years after these artifacts were created. Moreover, ancient artisans couldn't have known at the time how to work with metals that arrived on Earth approximately 1 million years ago. Although the dates are really difficult to explain, there's a logical explanation for the craftsmanship. The theory here is that these metallurgists simply had access to the fallen meteorite, and thus they could study it well and discover its properties before using it for decorative purposes. They could have discovered it through trial and error, and once they knew exactly how to work with this alien metal, they proceeded to adorn the artifacts with it. Plus, there were the Phoenicians who contributed to their craftsmanship, bringing new metalworking techniques that allowed them to produce higher quality goods much faster than before. But wait, fellow time travelers, this region remains suspicious for another incredible reason: the language they spoke. You see, for most modern languages used today, there will always be a proto-language. For example, for Italian, Spanish, and French, it's Latin, hence their similarity. But here's the mystery. Iberian was widely spoken where modern Spain is located. Why doesn't Spanish resemble it at all? The truth is that no language today resembles Iberian, perhaps only Basque, but that's due to some similarities found in their number system. Basque is classified as an isolated language, or simply unrelated to any other known language, and the only isolated language in Europe. The Iberian language is unclassified. Although writings in it have been deciphered to varying degrees, the language itself remains largely unknown. And look at the alphabet the Iberians used. It looks like it doesn't really belong to our planet. Although linguists can guess to some extent how most characters sounded, actually translating the language remains totally impossible. The Iberian language was non-Indo-European and disappeared over 2,000 years ago, and there's no similar language remaining to help us. Super frustrating, isn't it? We have over 2,000 Iberian inscriptions from tombs, coins, pottery, lead plates, and even engravings on cave walls. But apart from a handful of words, we're totally in the dark about their meaning. Fellow time travelers, what we've uncovered today is just the beginning. From the mysterious pyramid hidden in Judean sands for 2 millennia, to the extraterrestrial metals crafted by ancient Iberians centuries before the Iron Age, to the legendary flying palaces of ancient India. These discoveries challenge everything we thought we knew about ancient civilizations. But here's the most exciting part. These are just 3 pieces of an enormous archaeological puzzle. Beneath desert sands, inside, hidden caves, and within ancient texts, lie countless more secrets waiting to be discovered. What do you think about these incredible discoveries? Do you believe the Vimanas were real flying machines? How did ancient metallurgists work with meteoritic iron 500 years before the Iron Age? Share your theories with us in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on, because in our next episode, we're diving into an even more mind-bending mystery. One that will take us to the lost cities of South America and reveal technologies that modern engineers still can't explain. Until then, fellow explorers, keep questioning, keep discovering, and remember the Great Salkens, Sopen Pram, or Bind the Daten Padigan Stalken Nanimmerburvens. Greatest mysteries of human history are still waiting to be uncovered. This is Secrets of the Ancients, where Doin Seen Stop and Stirren Stotens, where we unlock the mysteries